Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? We're doing wonderful today. It's a beautiful sunny day. The high is only supposed to be 70. It's actually got down to 39 degrees last night. So we're already experienced a little bit of chilly weather around here and it's really nice. And I did make a pot of chili too. Only can eat one bowl though. Tummy can't take chili. I can't handle the beans, but I love it. I wish I could eat more of it, but I just can't. All right, guys. So I hope everybody's doing well. I would like to say everybody send prayers to Psychic Violetta and her husband. You guys probably heard what they're going through, so I'm just sending her lots of prayer and love and light and healing. So just send her all the prayers that you can, you guys. I love her so much. All right, so y'all heard about the infrastructure bill just passed last night. So today is Saturday, November the 6th, and the infrastructure bill just passed. Thank God. This is a big win for Biden. I'm sure Terry McAuliffe wished it had been a week ago. Maybe he would be governor of Virginia instead of that, what's his name, Youngston? I have his name somewhere here. I can't remember what it is. Youngkin, I think. Youngkin. So he was voted, they vote Republican because they're mad at the Democrats for not passing a bill, not getting things done. But we don't have enough numbers to get everything done. We have to have a more of a majority. But, and when I say that, I also heard that 6 of the Democrats didn't even vote for it. They didn't even vote for it. They're holding out, because they want the Build Back Better Act to have, been voted on at the same time. And then some of them, like Manchin, I don't know what he wants. I saw he was driving a Maserati, so I guess, he's not worried about anything. He's got everything under control. My cat is about to tear up something. Sorry, my kitty was getting the mini blinds. She's already tore 2 mini blinds down. I didn't want her to tear another one. I've already replaced them once. They're not that expensive, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. All right, anyway, so 13 Republicans did vote for the infrastructure, bill, and that's why that it was able to pass. So I guess, Biden is working across the aisle and it's working out. So they've got that. Now we've got to work on getting the Build Back Better Act. That one passed also. So I'll take a look at that in a minute. I just wanted to talk a little bit of some of the things that I've heard in the news. It's so funny. Nikki Haley, I just saw this come across my phone. It was so funny. Nikki Haley wants cognitive tests for older politicians. Why couldn't she have said that when she was in office and Trump was president? Why couldn't she say that then? I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's probably a good idea. But she should know better than anybody that, President Trump really could have used a cognitive test. And she's just, spouting this out now. She'll probably run for president or something. And she's like, I'm young. I don't need a cognitive test. This cat, you guys, she is on the prowl. She wants to get something. Come here, Addie cat. Come here. She's being a real stinker. I had to catch that cat and throw her out, y'all. I call her Fancy Pants. She's so fluffy and cute. She's got the biggest fluffy tail, and when you look at the back of her when she's walking, because of the white, it has a little black and then a little white. It looks like she's wearing pants. And I call her little Miss Fancy Pants. She is a brat, and I just love her so much. She's so cute. All right, so where was we? So that was a big win for Biden, and I'm so glad, I'm so glad. I'm so happy. So hopefully people will start seeing that, yeah, Democrats can get some things done, and it's going to improve a lot of people's lives. It's going to make a lot of jobs for people, and things are going to, start working. Start working for the people. Okay. Another person that was on my radar, I saw this guy, an interview with this guy probably a week ago or so. I hadn't talked to you guys There's a reason why. I'm kind of vain. I have to say, I'm kind of vain. And I have one of those plasma pins. Have you ever seen them? It's where it's kind of like it does little burns on your face. And I did that around my eyes and my mouth. And I was so swollen for a couple of days. I mean, it was just pitiful. I have makeup on right now. You can't really see it right now. But I did it on Monday, so I was real swollen. So I really didn't want to make a video until the swelling went down. It's still swollen now, but you guys really can't see it. My camera's not that great. Plus, there's so much light coming in here. I have 3 windows right here in front of me. I have 3 windows, and I have 3 on the side here too. So there's too much light. Okay, but anyways, this guy that I saw an interview, he's a doctor. He's an Indian doctor. Y'all may have seen the interview also. Dr. Rashid Buttar, I believe that's what his name was. I'm hopefully pronouncing it correctly or close. He was banned from Instagram, banned from Facebook, but he's still on Twitter, which I don't understand that. I heard Linda G say that they took her off Twitter. They're not letting her comment or something. She said something was wrong with the Twitter, that she didn't know what happened to her account. But this doctor, he's going around saying that Dr. Fauci is a Hitler. The vaccine is killing people. It doesn't prevent their deaths from COVID. It's all a farce. He's saying all kinds of things and retweeting things that are untrue. And I thought when you do that, you get kicked off from Twitter. But he's still on Twitter. Anyway. He's from North Carolina, and people are calling for, North Carolina to pull his license, but they haven't done that. And I had done a little bit of a reading on him and got a little information, so I'm going to pass that along to y'all, just in case y'all saw the interview too. And it's hard to believe that these kind of people are out there. He's under investigation himself because he sells a lot of, like medicinal medicines, I guess you would call them, that promise to cure all kinds of things like cholesterol, depression, sexual performance, restore and recover from injuries, things like that. He's a snake oil salesman. Anyway, he still continues to have a license, and even though he's under investigation and he's promoting untruths about the vaccine. Now, I don't understand it, people. Why do you think our government would make a vaccine to protect people and then promote it that's going to kill people? Why? Why would they do that? What's the point in that? We're the taxpayers. We make this country function. The people make the country function. Without us paying our taxes, there's no country. So it makes no sense. What good, what benefit could the government get from giving us a vaccine that's killing us? What's the point? What's the point? It makes no sense to me, but I'm small-minded, so somebody enlighten me. I really don't understand it. But this is what I got from Spirit. I did do a little reading on him earlier, and I was recording, and my recording got messed up because my husband came home, and anyway. So let me tell you. He's trying to defraud the people. He knows it. He knows what he's doing. That's what I got. He's just one of those sneaky guys. He is a very sneaky guy, but he really knows what the truth is, and he's a fraud. He's completely a fraud. He's not going to get away with it. He's going to have to deal with a big fight. So I don't know if they're having an investigation right now, and this is going to cause him to have a big fight. So, maybe he'll be sued, or maybe an indictment comes down or something like that. But I see that he has a big challenge, a big fight to get over on his hands, and then he has bad news coming. He's got bad news. He, he was hoping it was going to be good news, but there's some bad news coming. It's going to be bad for him. It really is. He's abused his power and he's out of control. This is what I'm getting. But in the end, when I ask in the end, will he lose his license? I don't think he's going to lose his license anytime soon. Put it that way. No time soon. They're going to give him an opportunity to, cease and desist. Stop what you're doing. Change the direction you're going. They're going to give him this opportunity, and we'll see if he's going to take it. But that's what I'm being shown. They're going to try to work with him and say, hey, stop spouting out all this information that's untrue. They're going to try to, give him the opportunity to redeem himself, I guess. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So what else is on? What about the Queen? I did a little reading on the Queen also. And this is what I got on Queen Elizabeth. I want to look at Clinton too. Did y'all notice Clinton wasn't at Colin Powell's funeral? He wasn't there. I didn't hear them say anything about him. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched little pieces here and there. And I saw, Clinton, Mrs. Clinton Hillary was with the Bushes, standing with them. See, Democrats and Republicans get along just fine. But I don't know, maybe y'all heard what's going on with Clinton. I didn't. You would think he'd be there. But I'll take a look at him in a minute. But the Queen, what I got on the Queen is she is in transition. She's transitioning. Okay, so I never predict the death of anybody, and I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you she's in transitioning, and she's happy and she's ready for this, you guys. And I think that's why you're seeing her little, they're showing little clips of her here and there, like she's okay, like everything's okay. Here she is, she's fine. She's happy. I think she misses her husband a whole lot, Prince Philip, and she's just looking forward to reuniting with her husband. So she's on her way. She's on her way, and it's not sad. It's not really sad. You know what I mean? She's had a happy, beautiful, wonderful life. She's grateful for that life. She's had a wonderful experience. Her family is around her, supporting her, loving her. And, even though, of course, when anybody passes away, it's a sad event because we'll miss them. But I feel a lot of happiness in the family. There's a lot of happiness and a lot of love surrounding her. So, you guys don't be sad. Don't be sad and don't be upset because they're not. This is something that they've been preparing for a long time, and it's going to happen to us all. You know what I mean? So this is the time that her family is surrounding her with love and supporting her and celebrating her life. That's what they're doing right now. They're celebrating her life. So that's good because that's what we should do. We should celebrate the lives of the people that are important to us while they're here, not afterwards. And that's what they're doing now. I feel like they're together. They're uniting together. Okay. You guys, I wanted to show y'all something that I got from one of the viewers. Oh, and also the pendulum that I was giving away in the last video that I made. I think it was the last one. Mary was the winner, and she should have received her pendulum 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. So congratulations to Mary. She's actually a regular, one of my regular readers that I read for. So she's a regular. All right. I had another reader, another person I read for. I don't know why I'm calling her a reader. She sent me these candles, and they smell so good. This is a gift from her. She has a website called Scandal Candles. They smell so good. She makes these candles herself. She has such a beautiful website. These smell so Wonderful, y'all. This is called Inner Peace. It's very citrusy smelling. It smells wonderful. And then I got another one here. It's Neroli de Luna. It smells wonderful too. My whole desk here smells great. I hope you guys will go visit her candle shop, Scandal Candles. I'll put the link below. Um, it's a great gift for Christmas or anytime really. You can't go wrong giving candles because everybody has everything. Candles are something makes your house smell good. It's beautiful. Everybody loves to have them. Also got these little melts. They smell so good. They look like you could just eat them. I guess you shouldn't do that though. But these are those little melts that you put in a little pot, little melting pot. They look like a bundt cake. They look yummy. And also she sent me in this little velvet pouch some room spray. It's room and linen spray, and it's that Inner Peace also, the same as the candle. So citrusy smell. So thank you so much, Sally. I really appreciate that, and I hope you guys will go visit her website and maybe get a few items for yourself or for your loved ones for Christmas. I know I'm going to order some for my mom. That's the best gift I can give her. She loves candles, and she's always got them going. Unfortunately, my stepdad, he has Alzheimer's and he has accidents here and there, so she's always lighting candles, All right, so let's see what's going on. Oh, some of you are kind of worried and nervous about China. You're thinking, okay, now, China's stepping it up here. They've got all these nuclear warheads that they've made and everything, and it's unfortunate, but even it doesn't really matter who's in power, but we're kind of led by fear no matter who's in power. More like Trump did that more than anybody. I don't know. But this is what I got from Spirit about China. This is so funny, y'all. China is a tame tiger. Okay? Scary, yes, scary, but doesn't really represent a threat to us. You know what I mean? They're contained. They are contained. So that's good. That's good to know. That's what I got. All right. Also, I'd like to do a shout out for Psychic Violetta and her husband. I'm just praying for them and sending love and light and healing to them, and I ask y'all to pray for them also. So God bless them. I love them so much. I love Violetta. So prayers to her and her husband. All right. What else is going on? Let's take a look at I really wanted to connect with Brian Laundrie and, try to get his perspective on things and see what happened with him. But I'm being shown that he's being held in a state of healing, that there was a lot of emotional trauma, and I just see lots of purple surrounding him, a lot of purple around him. So I feel like he's just really recovering and being healed from all this emotional trauma and all the sadness. So he's not ready to connect, and, I can't really speak with him, unfortunately. Okay. So the Build Back Better Act is the next bill that we're hoping will be passed, right? The big one. And what I'm getting on that is there's going to be more changes. And I think there's going to be quite a bit of difficulty with that. I'm just seeing there's a lot more difficulty ahead. Gosh, I wish our government got along better, but I'm just seeing there's a lot of problems, difficulties. it will probably transform a little bit. That's what I'm seeing. Kind of a lot of they'll change a lot of the things in it, which you know they did that with the last bill, the infrastructure bill too, right? They changed a lot. They're going to change a lot on this one too before it gets passed. I'm not seeing it getting passed right away. So I feel like they're working on things and things are changing. Things are up in the air and they're changing a lot of stuff. So it'll probably, if it gets, if it does pass, which I'm not seeing it passing because it's not anytime really soon. But if it does, it'll probably be next year. Probably won't be this year. We're almost into the Christmas season, so our government stops working. Oh, what about gosh, there's so many things to talk about on the politics, but it's getting. Oh, it's been 20 minutes. It's okay. But that's what I'm just hearing that it's a big burden. It's a big burden. It is a big burden. And I hope they can get things done. I really do. Spirit was talking to me before I turned on the camera, and I was asking, for some guidance on what I could speak about and pass along to you guys. And this is what I got from Spirit. It's really funny because I started getting about Christmas tradition and the things that we're, all experience at this time of year. And it doesn't really matter what religion you are. A lot of people that are all different religions, they like to, partake in Christmas traditions, put up a tree and do things like that no matter what. So I just wanted to tell y'all and talk to y'all a little bit about that. For myself, when I married my husband, of course, we've been married for a long time, 40 years. So I was a Christian. He was brought up Muslim, so he was a Muslim and I was a Christian. When I was a child, I went to Baptist church. My parents weren't very religious. My father was a Methodist. My mother was a Baptist. Sometimes we'd go to the Methodist church and then sometimes we'd go to a Baptist church. But neither one of my parents would regularly go. They would be like, y'all can go on the bus and go. See ya when you get home. So they wanted, she had 5 children, so she was happy to anybody to come pick up her kids and take them somewhere. I can get Sunday off. So, that happened a lot of the times. We would even cry and say we didn't want to go to church, and she would make us go to church, but I don't think for religious reasons. Anyway, when I married my husband and we started having children, we had children right away. It was like 9 months later we had a child. And his outlook at that time was, I don't want my kids being raised Christian. I want them to be able to choose whatever religion they want. Now, I'm sure at that time he was hoping that maybe they would want to be a Muslim or something, but he never taught them anything. He was never a Muslim that would pray 3 times a day or even once a day. I guess he would pray in his heart at some point. Maybe when he was falling asleep at night, he'd say a prayer in his heart. But he wasn't that kind of Muslim that was, reading the Quran. I know y'all say Quran, we say Quran. He says Quran, so I say it like he does, Quran. And I would all the time. I had the Quran in English, and I would read it, and I would read these verses to him. And it would say things like you should beat your wife and things like that, and I would be like, do you agree with this? I was always sparring with him about his religion and just, I would be throwing it up in his face and telling him, are you sure you believe in this? Is this really what you think is right? The things that were written anyway. I don't know if they were written properly, but it doesn't matter whatever you believe in, it's the reason for religion is to be a better person, be good people, do do good deeds, do kindness, and sometimes it gets skewed. Anyway, so we were married, and he didn't really want my kids to go to church, but I would teach them. I taught them all the stories of the Bible, and I had children's Bible books and things like that I would read to them when they were little. Before they would go to bed, I would read them Bible stories and stuff because, there are my grandchildren, my own grandchildren, all four of them, they didn't have never been to church. Never. Never, ever, ever. And nobody's taught them anything either. So they don't even really know the Christian stories. It's so weird. I know, it's so weird. So we moved to San Antonio 30 years ago. 30? Was it? Yeah, 30 years ago. We moved to San Antonio. Our kids were really little then. And my husband, every weekend, he used to go back to Houston, where we were from, the Houston area. So he would drive back there, and we were on our own on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So that was my initiative to go to church. I said, your dad's not here, we're going to church. So I dragged my kids to church. Now, like I said, I had always taught them when they were little. I made sure that they knew, what Christianity was all about, and to be good stewards and, be good Christians, put it that way. But then I wanted them to experience church. So for a short while, my children did go to church. So they experienced Christianity, which none of them will say they're Christians. They won't, because this is the life that they grew up in. But we're very spiritual people. My husband, we always say we're non-practicing. I'm a non-practicing Muslim, he'll say, non-practicing. So he still has that, a Muslim outlook. He has a lot of that still because that's how he was raised. He'll tell you, oh, I don't eat pork. But believe me, his favorite thing to eat on pizza is ham. Ham and pineapple is the only thing he orders on his pizza. So even if he says, no, he may not eat a pork chop or a pork roast, but he'll eat ham. You know what I mean? But they put that in their minds that you can't eat pork. And there was a reason for it in the biblical times, not to eat pork, as we all know, because of the worms and all that. So we know there was a reason for it, but there's no reason for it anymore. It wasn't clean in those times, but now it's been cured. It's clean. It's fine. We can eat it. Anyway, but, everybody, all religions can come together. They're all for the better of the people. It's for the good of the people. Some people need religion in their lives. It boosts them up. It helps them. It gives them a connection, and they need that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with religion. And you guys, it's taken me many, many years to get to this point where I can say there's nothing wrong with religion, because for a long time I was like so against religion. You know what I mean? I didn't understand why we had to have religion or anything else. I'm a spiritual person. I can commune with God, with my spirit guides, everybody. We can all commune with them. We don't need to be, preached to. But some people do. Some people really do. That's the thing that I didn't understand years ago, that there's a lot of people that they really need somebody to preach to them and lift them up. That's what they're doing. They're just lifting the people up. Now, of course, anything taken to extreme isn't good. We all know that. But we all know that religion is made to lift up the people, to bring people together, and to serve communities, to love one another, to help, people that have less than. So there's so many good deeds that religions do, and there's so many great things. So my experience through my life, marrying a Muslim and having two religions come together, it was, a little difficult in the beginning. I wasn't a super religious person, and neither was he. So we've come to the point where we say we're spiritual people. And that's the way we look at things. We have a big church in San Antonio. It's the Cornerstone Church. Pastor Hagee, y'all may have heard about him. He has a televised program. And years ago, probably, 28 years ago, maybe 29 years ago, maybe our first or second year that we were in San Antonio, I got my husband to go to the Cornerstone Church. And Pastor Hagee was a lot younger than there, and he's very dynamic. He's very funny, very entertaining. And I got my husband to go because I had been going to church at the Cornerstone and I was really enjoying it. And I said, come on, it's for everybody. It's just, anybody can go there. And oh my gosh, that particular Sunday, he started in about Muslims. I could not believe it. He said, talked about homosexuals, about Muslims and everything. And he's all for, Israel and Jewish. He's very pro Israel and Jewish. And that just, man, it just lit a fire in my husband. He was so mad by the time we left the church. He said, don't ever ask me to go to church again. I couldn't believe it. Finally, the first time I ever got my husband to go to church and listen to a preacher, he went on and on about Muslims. You know, I was so disappointed, so disappointed. I didn't go back to the church myself either. So he blew it. He blew it. Hagee, you blew it. Like I said, he's a good showman. He puts on a good show. Now he's much older now, so I don't know what he's doing. I haven't gone to him in years and years, but he was very entertaining. Put it that way. Anyways, so there's a lot of Christmas traditions that we can experience on a secular level, and that's what a lot of people do, and a lot of religions come in there. But of course, I don't know how y'all feel about Christmas, because it's the birth of Jesus, right? And what you think about that and all. It's still a celebration of Jesus' life and that he came here to help us. And that's the way I look on it, that Jesus was brought to the earth to bless us. All right? Now, all about, I don't know about everything that it encompasses, that we're all sinners. I really don't believe in those kind of things, that we're all sinners and he died for our sins. And that was, that's something that's personal to everybody. You can believe in anything that you want, of course. Anyway, but I just wanted to give you all my little piece on marrying a Muslim. You probably wonder how that works, and it works out pretty good. It really does. So I'm truly, truly blessed. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, my husband's doing really, really good. Y'all know he had shoulder surgery Monday. Today's Saturday, so in 2 days it'll be 4 weeks since he had his shoulder surgery, which is unbelievable. Time passes by so fast, you guys. It's just unbelievable. He's had some more therapy, and he's doing better. The more therapy he has, it's like the more he's hurting. So it gets to the point where he feels like he's getting a little bit better, and then of course the therapy gets a little more progressive, and then he's hurting a little more. So it's one step at a time kind of thing. But he's doing really good. He's feeling better, and I can't wait to get my husband back, because I'm so tired of being the man of the house. I have to take out all the trash, mow the grass, weed eat, everything. I don't want to do that. Hopefully the grass will stop growing now. I hope it stays cold and it doesn't grow anymore. I don't want to deal with all this stuff. He can't even walk the dogs because, he can't be jerked around, and the dogs are big enough to jerk him around. So, I need my husband back. Please get well. Say prayers for him. Okay, you guys, I'm going to let you go. I've talked way too long. But I just enjoy connecting with y'all so much. I love you guys so much, and I like to, include you in my life and tell y'all what's going on with me. So thank y'all for listening. I appreciate it. And just know that I read all your little comments and everything. Even if I, don't get the opportunity to reply back to you, just know that I've read it, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for always listening to me and tuning in. I appreciate it. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, just look down below. I'm going to put Scandal Candles link in there. Also, I'm going to put my email link in there if you'd like to get a reading. If you would like healing scent, if you need a chakra clearing, anything, I'm happy to assist you guys, okay? All right, love you so much. I will talk to you again soon. It's Wurstfest here in my neck of the woods. I'm very close to New Braunfels, a German little city, and it's Wurstfest. It's crazy. It's time for a wassail. So I hope you guys are enjoying some festival in your communities too. I know a lot of things are going on right now, so enjoy this fun season, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Love you guys. Bye for now. Oh, do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you.